What's up everybody? Welcome to the video. You might be wondering who broke an arm. It's not me and it's not Megan. Let's let Mason talk about that. What happened?
I broke my arm.
How'd you break your arm?
I sat on the McDonald's.
The McDonald's playground?
Yeah.
But you're a tough guy, right? You only cried for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
You ready to go have a picnic?
In just a second.
So it was about 5 or 6 days ago. We were at the McDonald's playground. We were up in Nago, which is like an hour and a half from here. And we were going to see the cherry blossoms and just ride around and have a nice family day. We stopped at McDonald's on the way up there and Mason was on the playground and fell and broke his arm. So we had to rush back down the expressway like an hour and a half from the actual hospital. I was doing pretty fast in the step wagon, probably faster than that thing should ever go. But we got him to the hospital, they checked him out, we came back the next morning and they somewhat reset his arm and put him in a cast. He's been doing pretty good and I took the week off work so I could spend some time with him. So that's why I haven't been doing any videos either. Me and him have just been hanging out, trying to let him figure out what he can and can't do with his arm. But today we're going to step out, we're going to go to the RC drift store and then we're going to go to one of Japan's awesome playgrounds and have a little picnic. Before we get on our way to the RC store and the picnic, here's my RC drift car for some of you new subscribers who haven't seen it. I think I did a video or two on it like a while back. And we've also been to this RC store before and I've videoed it. But I'm sure their inventory changes and we haven't been in like a year, so we're gonna go check that out today. Potentially buy a new body for my RC car. The 32 GTR body I have, I actually painted this one and cut it out and did it all myself about 2 or 3 years ago. But it's seen a lot of drift wrecks, it's cracking in some spots. And I could definitely use a new body. So we're gonna go see what kind of bodies they have over there and see what kind of prices. Another update I wanted to talk about was the GTR. Excuse my dirty house. But here are the 32 Nismo turbos. Keep them under my little nightstand by my bed. These are going to be going back on the GTR. After doing some research, realized we probably made a mistake in putting the 34 turbos on there. Because the regular 34 turbos are still ceramic, and these are also ceramic. But the difference is with the 32 Nismos, they have a steel compressor wheel. So we're going to be putting these back on. I can get a little bit more power out of it, even with like a stock motor. If I just up the boost, I can up it on these a little bit and be pushing around 500 horsepower if I wanted to. With, I mean, some obviously like little upgrades like fuel injector, stuff like that. But those are going to be going back on the car maybe this weekend. We'll see what we have time for. But we are packed up. Got a nice little picnic lunch in here. Down at the cars now, loading up the step wagon. If you guys watch the Up Garage video, you should know that I bought this for the step wagon. Nice strut bar for the front. Still got to put that on. Get back in there. Like I was saying, bought the strut bar for the front. Still got to put that on. Still got to troubleshoot the GTR just a little bit. Still got that injector noise. But like I said, ever since this guy broke his arm, haven't had much time to do stuff because I wanted to make sure he was okay and knows what to do with his broken arm. But yeah, we'll be putting this on soon as the first part of the Make the Step Wagon Great Again. Bye.
Bye.
So now I'm gonna load Mason up in his seat and I'm gonna strap the camera to the front of the step wagon in case we see anything cool or just some nice scenery. Japan's a beautiful country. Next stop, the RC drift store. We have arrived at Zero RC Shop, the coolest RC place on island. Let's go inside and take a look. Look at those remotes. Those are pretty crazy. What kind of car is that? It's a GTR, silly.
GTR?
Yeah, it's a GTR.
Yeah, but the ground got the same wheels as you.
Yeah, it does.
There's some cars over here. The cars on the wall.
They're on the other side of the wall. Look at the little RC drift cars.
Oh.
The initial D.
Do yours want a battery?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Got the initial D RC drift cars, the smaller ones, the tabletop. Some all-terrain wheels.
And big wheels.
Let's go see what kind of wheels they have.
Tape wheels.
Look at all these.
Does he have?
Yeah, those do kind of look like the other set of wheels I had.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's get some wheels, okay?
Fine.
Maybe I want that wheels.
You want pink T37s? I don't know how much some of you guys are into RC cars, but it's cool to see they have like Ray's T37s. Mason's a big fan of the pink ones. SSRs. And they have a good selection of drift tires as well. Some pretty cool bodies down here. These are ones that you have to cut out yourself and everything. Cut out and paint. Ken Mary. That'd be a kind of cool one to buy. The Rocket Bunny Sylvia. GTR. All-Tech Motul. NSX. All these GT type cars.
Oh yeah.
These are all bodies up here as well. It's a Miata. JZX 100. A Laurel. It's probably really hard to see what they are, these clear bodies on the camera. Then they have headlight and tail light kits over here. Intercoolers, exhaust, mirrors. What's in the special sale? Those are grippy tires.
What?
Grippy tires. Bunch of grippy tires.
You should get those tires too.
No, we don't need those.
Why?
Because I want drift tires. I don't want a grip.
You want drift tires?
Yeah. These are for gripping. These are for like racing on a track. We want to drift on the track. So we want tires that are going to spin and not grip.
Yeah.
All kinds of parts. Some brake rotors. I love that. How they just make that kind of stuff just for dress up. It's so cool. Look at this one with the green wheels. That one's a nice one.
Buy out wheels.
About $350.
I got wheels for yours.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Some GT wings. I was kind of hoping to find some already cut and painted bodies today to buy. because I really just don't have the parts or the time to go ahead and cut and paint and build one myself. But I'm not really seeing any for sale here this time. The last time we came here, they did have a few on the shelf already done up. Dang, it's expensive. It's crazy how much some of this stuff costs.
Yeah.
RC drift car stuff isn't cheap.
Why, what drift tires?
Because I like drifting.
You like drifting?
Mm-hmm.
You like drifting?
Yeah, drifting's fun, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't like driving.
I like driving too. So these bodies down here in the boxes, these are about $75. At least that one is. I guess they vary depending on what the car is. $60, 60. That one is about $115.
You're gonna get that one?
No, I think we're just gonna get wheels today. I'm just looking at these.
You're gonna just get wheels today?
I think so. That's Stasia with the R35 front end.
No.
There's a R32 GTR. I wonder if they have any step wagons.
Why?
That'd be funny.
What step wagons?
The step wagon's what we have. That's the van. So unfortunately we couldn't find a new body for this today. I'm just being lazy, like I said, and don't want to cut out and destroy my fingers building another one. But Mason picked out some sweet pink wheels. Look like T37s, yeah. So we'll have to wait till we get home to slap these bad boys on, but we're gonna go out, have a little picnic now at one of Japan's amazing playgrounds and see if we can find a spot to drift this thing. We are just around the corner from the playground right now, making a quick stop at Lawson. Thought that might be something you guys would be interested in seeing. Go that way. I'm showing the camera all the interesting things.
Now I'm looking for chips.
You are looking for chips, aren't you? Let's go look for our chips. Right here. Potato chips. Cheeseburger chips.
What are those chips?
Look like sour cream and onion or something, maybe. Yeah, there's the pizza chips. You want pizza chips?
Yes.
Some shrimp French fried chips. Japan has some of the weirdest chip selections. Alright, you're getting pizza chips. I'm gonna try cheeseburger chips. The magazine section. Nice GTR on the front cover. Not gonna focus too much time over here because there's some naughty magazines as well. Alright, you already have a drink. I have a water, but I think I'm gonna get a Monster. Anything else? Orion, that's a Okinawa brewed beer. It's pretty good. There's the normal looking can of it. And these right here are kind of similar to maybe Four Locos, I would say, back in the day. Here, no, we don't need two baskets, just one. I'll carry it. You have a broken arm. Don't use your arm. Don't use that arm to hold it. Here, let me hold it for you.
I can hold it.
I got it. I'll let you hold the chips on the way out. I don't want you to hurt your arm anymore.
I can do it, because I can do it with a broken arm.
Okay.
See, I can do it.
He's a tough one. You're a tough one. Let's hurry up and show you guys a few more things so he doesn't have to hold this for too long. I like these little cafe coffee things. Mild and tasty. Pretty good. You can also come and get some spaghetti. All kinds of interesting meals they have here. And they ask you whenever you go to the checkout if you want to use their microwave. That looks pretty good. Not sure what some of this stuff is. Then they have also like bowls of ramen. Meals down here. Some chicken cutlet. Nice big ball of rice. I enjoy these type of rice balls up here. I'm gonna get one of these sandwiches for our picnic too. I actually really like these. I'm not sure what it is. There's egg in it, some kind of like pork maybe. All types of pastries, breads, and donuts. Had some of these when we were in Tokyo, similar to that. They were really good.
What are those?
That's dessert.
What's that?
It's kind of like a cake thing.
I can have it?
We already have candy in the car though for dessert, remember?
Well, you can have this too.
Then they also have hot stuff up here ready to eat. It's really good. I like their little chicken nuggets they have. All right, let's go potty first.
We'll plug it down, okay?
Cool Japanese toilets with the crazy buttons. Shower. That's a nice surprise if you don't know what that is. And then you can do the flushing sound just so to cover up noise. Just so you can be in here taking a nice loud poop and make the flushing sound so nobody hears you. So of course we're 2 minutes away from the playground and it's starting to rain. Hopefully this stops by the time we get over there. I hate that. We get till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, finally over at the playground. And as you guys can see in here, it's pouring. Hopefully it passes quick. Onward we go. Since it's raining outside and it doesn't look like it's gonna stop too soon, we're gonna have our picnic in the van. So give me a minute, let me transform this thing into a picnic place. So here's our picnic spot. I laid out our little towel, got our food, some candy, and we're gonna picnic in the back of the step wagon until this rain stops, and then hopefully we can go play for a little while. Look at the step wagon, already paying for itself. This is a good picnic spot.
Yes. Yeah, this is a good picnic spot. GGC send the way to me, and I send the way to Gigi.
You're gonna send the rain to Gigi so we can play?
Yeah.
Good idea. All set up for our picnic. Mason's got a little sandwich. Got some wraps that I made. Got this cool chocolate cake thing we picked out from Family Mart.
Yeah, this is cake.
Hopefully it's yummy.
Hey, what is this?
It's a sandwich that I got.
Oh.
Got our chips. These cheeseburger chips are really weird. Not like a typical looking chip, and they're kind of light. Kind of have like a Funyun feel to them. But they sort of taste like a cheeseburger, I don't know. And Mason's got his pizza chips. They taste good. You guys are probably gonna see in the video too, he's got a black eye on this side. Totally unrelated to him breaking his arm. That happened at school. How'd you get your black eye? You fell on the table, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's been a rough couple weeks for this guy. We are gonna finish our picnic, and then this rain looks like it stopped a little bit, so hopefully we get a chance to go out, show you guys the playground, and do some drifting with the RC car. Our picnic is over. Megan has arrived. She just got off work. She's being awkward like usual. Mason, are you about to drive us home? You don't think you can drive us home?
Cause I'm not old enough.
I think you could drive. Maybe when you turn 4.
No.
Unfortunately, it's still sprinkling outside and the playgrounds are soaked. So we're probably gonna have to head home from here. But we're still gonna do some drifting with the drift car. So, too wet for the playground. We are heading back to the house. Megan's in the Evo. Mason thinks we're in a race right now. Freaking out about Megan leaving before us. So time for us to win.
No, you're in front of him.
Thinking about jumping out and slapping the camera on the suction cup mount on the front and trying to get some videos of the Evo. Some nice rolling shots. If we get a long red light, it's happening. Yep, we're jumping out here in just a second. Hopefully the camera stays dry. It is still kind of sprinkling, so even if it gets water on the lens, I'm still rolling with it. we are back at the house now. Came back downstairs. I need to get a couple tools so I can put those new pink wheels on the GTR. Mason's upstairs on the table with the GTR and the wheels ready to put them on. He's pretty excited. But I need a really small little Allen key because they're actually 2-piece wheels. So we're gonna go grab that out of the car. And then as soon as these cleaning ladies finish waxing the floor, we're gonna do some drifting down here on the lobby area of our place we live. Bear with me here in the rain for a minute, it's still coming down out here. After we grab the tool for putting the wheels on, we're actually gonna come over here and check out this wheel on the Evo. I don't know if you guys could see, hopefully those rollers turned out good, but when I was shooting the video, I noticed her wheel wobbling when she gets around 50 kilometers an hour, and she has been complaining about it kind of hopping. So we're gonna see if those lug nuts are on tight, and then if it's not that, I'm gonna guess it's a bad wheel bearing. We had to replace the wheel bearing in the back a couple months ago, so those big wheels that were on it probably were a little too much for it. Hopefully one of these is gonna be the size we need. Luckily this GoPro 5 is waterproof without a case or in the frame case. So this thing's gonna get a little bit wet and the screen might get a little bit covered. Hopefully my 4-way is back here for the wheels. Sweet! That's tight. That's tight. 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 And tight. So we're probably dealing with a bad wheel bearing. We'll have to try to get it up on the lift or just jack it up sometime this weekend and see if we can get that wheel to move a lot. That's what I'm guessing it is. Like I said, that's what it was last time. It was one of the rears that it went out. I think those P1 racing wheels were just a little bit too big and heavy for the car and not really the right size. Hurry up, cleaning people, so we can come drift on your clean floor. We will drift on you. I say it like it's gonna mess up the floor, but the tires are just kind of soft plastic, so it's not gonna do anything to the floor. Working on putting these wheels on right now. They're actually kind of cool because they are 2-piece. It goes back on there, kind of snaps into place, but then there's these little holes right in there. This teeny little bag of screws goes on with this really small Allen wrench. I already finished one, got all the screws on there, and put a tire on it. These tires did come off another set of wheels, so they have been used a little bit, but they still have a lot of drift life left in them. I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting the rest of these screws on and then fit them on the car and see how they look. So if you're into RC drifting or RC cars in general, you probably know this trick, but for those who don't, here are the tires, and it's kind of hard to fit them over the wheels if they're the right size tires and the right size wheels. So the trick is to boil some water or get it around slightly boiling, and we're going to throw the tires in there for a few minutes, let the heat expand them. Nice and easy. There we go. Now all 4 have the tires on them. Now let's put them on the GTR. There we go. First one on. So there's the wheels on the GTR. Look how wide they are in the back though. That is a little bit mexy flush.
You should drift it now. You should drift it downstairs.
Let's take the spacers off the rear and see if that helps that out a little bit. Alright, I decided to put these spacers back on just because I think it made the wheel sit better. It didn't really help much with how much it pokes out. It's really only on that side too that it pokes out. I don't know what's going on with that. I think if I flip the actual spokes around and put them on the other side, it's a different offset that might make it actually fit a little bit better. But after doing all that, it just took like an hour, so we're gonna go downstairs and drift the car. Mason's got his cones, we're gonna do some drifting around the cones. This is the lobby in our apartments. Gonna set up the cones. Got the extra set of wheels just in case these don't work too well.
Cones, like Queen's house.
Yeah, like the cozy cone.
Yeah, like a Slime Queen's house.
I have no idea what I'm going with here, but give us something to drift around. See how good we can drift this corner over here. It's kind of hard to get this all on video. Mason just likes to run from it or chase it. Alright, so I know that probably wasn't a whole lot on video, but we've been down here for like an hour drifting in and out of these cones. Mason's been having a good time showing me which drifts to do. He's over here watching on the phone. Looks like he either just messed it up or the phone's dying. There you go. There we go, there's videoception again. He's been watching on that stream as it's been sitting on top of the drink machine. But that was some good fun drifting. I definitely am going to try to make it out to one of the drift tracks they have here local. I kind of wanted to go and get a different body and everything before we go out there though, just so I don't look like such a noob and my stickered headlight R32 when everybody else has actual headlights on theirs and things that work like that. Back up in the house, gonna eat some dinner, then we're gonna take a little ride in the GTR, give you guys a little update on that before we end the video. Let's go for a ride. So I thought I was recording the startup, but apparently I didn't press the record button. So you guys didn't hear it start up right away, and you guys didn't hear the squeaky accessory belts either. I'm not sure if they're just on a little bit too tight, or maybe because it's just been sitting and it's been raining that maybe they got wet. But they squeal a little bit at first start. Been idling for a couple minutes now, 2 or 3 minutes. Idle's pretty good. Everything's doing pretty good. We're gonna go swap the fuel rail tomorrow and also put the 32 Nismo turbos back on. Hopefully after that, everything is good to go. Need to replace the light on my boost gauge. You probably can't even see it, but it's right down there. And get these crappy shift boots swapped out. I bought these for the car maybe a year ago or something like that, but like 4 months later, they were already sun faded like crazy. It's been raining, gotta let the waterfall fly off the roof. Anytime it rains in this car, no windows down, at least for a minute. Any other 32 owners know what I'm talking about because it likes to waterfall down the side of the window. Hopefully you can hear that on camera. But right there around a certain amount of throttle, maybe like 20% throttle maybe, you can hear that injector whistling. Hopefully swapping the fuel rail tomorrow will change that. I don't know if this fuel rail just ended up being a little bit bent slightly or something, just not noticeable by the eye, but just enough bent to make that injector not seat right. But we will see tomorrow. So right now this is about the extent of the driving that the GTR sees. I'll drive it to work maybe once a week, take it out one night on the weekend, just down the road and back. I want to make sure everything's sorted out before I take it out on a nice cruise or do any kind of hard driving on it. Good night, GTR. Random Type R Integra. So that is going to wrap up the most random video I've probably ever done on the channel. You guys asked for daily vlog type stuff, and that's about as daily life as it can get without taking you guys to work with me. Hopefully some of y'all are into RC drift cars or RC cars in general. You guys let me know if that's something you guys are into. I definitely do want to make it out to one of the actual RC drift tracks here and see what that's all about, because I haven't seen that part of Japan yet. Anyways, like I said, tomorrow morning I'm going to be heading to the hobby shop where we did the motor swap, and we're going to be swapping the turbos, putting these 32 Nismo turbos back on, and also maybe swapping the fuel rail. We'll probably try just swapping the injectors around to different locations just to see if that'll do anything, and then if that doesn't do anything, we will be swapping the fuel rail and seeing if maybe that fuel rail is just a little bit bent. Also, if anybody's interested, I'll probably be selling the R34 GTR turbos once we put these babies on. So if you are, just let me know. I'm sure I could work out shipping to the States for decently cheap, just because these would probably fit in a flat rate box. Even though they're super heavy, it would probably only be like $15 to ship one, and so like 30 bucks for two of them to be shipped. Thank you all so much for coming around on this random day in the life basically video with me and Mason. I hope it was at least somewhat enjoyable. I'll see you guys in the next video, and as always, thanks for watching.